Mantras of the Divine Mother, date 4th December. Our Divine Mother says there is a thirst for love which no human relation can quench. It is only the Divine's love that can satisfy that thirst, says our Divine Mother. With my blessing, says our Divine Mother. Words of our Divine Mother from the All India Magazine of August 2015, page 20, topic Sri Aurobindo opens the doors. Our Divine Mother says, Sri Aurobindo has arranged everything so that my work becomes easy. Sri Aurobindo has the key to open this region of the inconscious. He turns the key to open the door and illumines my way, and very gently I enter to infuse the force, the light and the divine Ananda into the body of this inert and obscure matter. When it is touched by this transforming light, the atoms that constitute this matter awake to a new consciousness. Like this, the work continues and spreads or multiplies. You understand? Sri Aurobindo is the soul of the matter, the aspiration of the whole humanity. He is the light in matter, or the spirit incarnated in matter. Our Divine Mother says, Sri Aurobindo has separated himself from the Supreme and has plunged into this matter in a body with this load of inconscience and ignorance upon himself to awaken them to the divine life. For this he has invoked the Supreme, the grace to descend here on this earth to help in this work. That is why, having heard his call, I have come down here into matter, in a physical body, into this world of pain, suffering and death. And it is in the union of both of us that the world will witness gradually this miracle of a divine life. Our Divine Mother says, it is because of him that I have descended. It is this intense aspiration of matter from below that he has sent up, and the grace has responded by a descent. What a blessed hour for the earth! It is an occasion for a tremendous progress, so that the whole universe may blossom in a great elan towards the goal of its existence. With our help, which will be at its disposal, and a will to pursue, what could be there that would be impossible to realize? This is the moment. It is only because of Sri Aurobindo that I can accomplish this work. He does the major portion of the work. He invites me. He opens the door and I enter into the depths of this inconscience, and I kindle the light to illumine the atoms in the topper of inconscience. I put there a bit of force to awaken them, and I give this divine love so that they may aspire more. I charge each atom in this way, says our Divine Mother. Question, sweet Mother, what is the difference between the Lord and Sri Aurobindo? For this our Divine Mother says, there is no essential difference, but the Lord is all and Sri Aurobindo is a part, but conscious of the Supreme Lord, of whom he is an emanation. Question, sweet Mother, where is Sri Aurobindo at the moment? Our Divine Mother says Sri Aurobindo is wherever he wants to be, because he is free, but he has a permanent home in the subtle physical, the region closest to the earth physical, where all those who wish to see him can go and see him. What form has he got, sweet Mother? For this our Divine Mother says, there in the subtle physical, his form is similar to the one he had upon earth, but with the splendid peace of immortality. Next subtopic, Sri Aurobindo, the Avatar. Question, sweet mother, you spoke of Sri Aurobindo's birth as eternal in the history of the universe. What exactly was meant by eternal? For this, our Divine Mother says, the sentence can be understood in 4 different ways on 4 ascending planes of consciousness. First, physically, the consequence of the birth will be of eternal importance to the world. Second, mentally, it is a birth that will be eternally remembered in the universal history. Third, psychically, a birth that recurs from age to age upon earth. Fourth, spiritually, the birth of the eternal upon earth. Since the beginning of earth history, Sri Aurobindo has always presided over the great earthly transformation under one form or another, one name or another. Our Divine Mother says, the question is about the phrase in which I spoke of the birth of Sri Aurobindo. It was on the eve of his birthday and I called it an eternal birth. I am asked what is meant by eternal. Of course, if the words are taken literally, an eternal birth doesn't signify much. But I am going to explain to you how they can be, and in fact, a physical explanation or understanding, a mental understanding, a psychic understanding, and a spiritual understanding. Physically, it means that the consequences of this birth will last as long as the earth. The consequences of Sri Aurobindo's birth will be felt throughout the entire existence of earth, and so I called it eternal, a little poetically. Mentally, it is a birth, the memory of which will last eternally through the ages. Sri Aurobindo's birth will be remembered with all the consequences it has had. Psychically, it is a birth which will recur eternally from age to age in the history of the universe. This birth is a manifestation which takes place periodically from age to age in the history of the earth. That is, the birth itself is renewed, repeated, reproduced, bringing every time perhaps something more, but it is the same moment of descent, of manifestation of birth in an earthly body. And finally, from the purely spiritual point of view, it could be said that it is the birth of the eternal on earth. For each time the avatar takes a form, it is the birth of the eternal himself on earth. Our Divine Mother says Sri Aurobindo is an emanation of the Supreme who came on earth to announce the manifestation of a new race and a new world, the supramental. Let us prepare for it in all sincerity and eagerness. Our Divine Mother says, when in your heart and your thought you will make no difference between Sri Aurobindo and me, and when to think of Sri Aurobindo will be to think of me, and to think of me will mean to think of Sri Aurobindo inevitably. When to see one will mean inevitably to see the other, like the one and the same person, then you will know that you begin to be open to the supramental force and the consciousness. Our Divine Mother says, in the eternity of becoming, each avatar is only the announcer, the forerunner of a more perfect realization. And yet, men have always the tendency to defy the avatar of the past in opposition to the avatar of the future. Now again, Sri Aurobindo has come, announcing to the world the realization of tomorrow, and again his message meets the same opposition as of all those who preceded him. But tomorrow will prove the truth of what he revealed, and his work will be done, says our Divine Mother. These are the words of our Divine Mother.